Hey, what's up, fuckers? Sit down and shut up. Uncle Mike's got another story for you. Having to do a little bit of news. A little bit. It's mostly dumb, so I'm not going to cover a whole lot of it. Um, but one of the things, I always call up, I do a search for today's news. Call up the top, open the top 3 pages of whatever the fucking day that is. Sometimes it's USA Today, sometimes I find CNN and Fox News are usually two of the top three, and then the other one rotates between NBC, CBS, USA Today, that kind of stuff. Several times CNN wasn't even in the top 5, which I thought was funny. But they aren't today. So today I got NBC, CNN, and Fox News. And if you've watched any of this shit before, I don't read the stories. I just look at the headlines. They want, I'm not falling for your clickbait. I will scroll past that shit. I'll read the headline, and I'll either call bullshit or go, who knew? Or, I don't know why that's news. Why are you telling me this? It has no bearing on this planet. It doesn't fucking matter. I don't need to know that. It is inconsequential, not news. So, like this one on NBC, it says, while Trump minimizes the death toll, it's so far. First, there's like, it could be millions, could be hundreds of thousands, could be 10, And what is it, like 64,000, something like that? Way the fuck lower than they thought. It's on about a par with the deaths from the flu. So, I don't know why we're still locked down. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But it says, while Trump minimizes the death toll, government orders 100,000 new body bags. Well, all right. So what? Are all the body bags stamped for COVID-19? And it just says government, doesn't say which particular agency. Could be the military. Maybe they've gone through quite a few, and they're just keeping their stockpiles topped off. And 100,000 in a country with 340 million people, that's not that much. That's not that much. That's like saying, ooh, I went to the store and bought 4 pounds of hamburger. All right, well, in a 2-person household, grocery shopping every 2 weeks, 4 pounds of hamburger, that's 4 meals worth. That's taco night, sloppy Joe night, 2 times each in a 2-week period. That's not that much. I mean, back in what year was it? 2012, during the Obama administration. NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, I think. The weather dudes. National Weather Service supposedly ordered like 46,000 rounds of 40 caliber hollow point ammo. Everyone's wondering, why the fuck does the National Weather Service need 46,000 rounds of ammunition to report on the weather and tell us if it's going to be sunny or if there's a hurricane? Are they going to fucking try and shoot at the hurricane? I'm sure people in Florida have tried that. I would guess. If I was in Florida, I would be shooting at fucking hurricanes, just because I think that would be funny. And I am easily amused, in case y'all fuckers haven't noticed that yet. But there's different departments in there, and it was their, what was it, like their fisheries office of law enforcement or something like that. They have basically like, I guess like federal game wardens or something like that, which are kind of, law enforcement-ish. And it was for them, right? So different section under the same NOAA, NOAA. It wasn't the National Weather Service. It was like your they're game warden dudes. Easily explained if you just do a Google search. But that was a big deal a long time ago. Why does the National Weather Service need 46,000 rounds of ammunition? There was a lot of weird government departments ordering a lot of ammo under Obama. But you click a couple of times and it's, it all kind of pans out. It's a lot of stupidity. You see the headline, it's like, oh shit, National Weather Service, what the hell is going on there? It didn't take a whole lot of digging. But speaking of government, in California, what the fuck is wrong with you idiots? Jesus Christ, you're letting sex offenders out of prison, and then you're arresting people going to a beach. So you're gonna free actual criminals who should not be in society. I mean, these are not good people, and you're gonna arrest a guy, playing outside with his kid. Y'all are fucking idiots. But that's just me. What do I know? Oh yeah, a lot of it's the same shit. I mean, none of it's really changed at all since I first started doing this. What, like a year ago? But you get a range of weird stuff. Like on Fox News here. There's a lot of the COVID, whatever. They're saying, I don't know. I think I'm not supposed to say that on YouTube. You're not supposed to say the name of the virus because it's somehow racist or some stupid shit. Jesus Christ, get off my dick. Yeah, I mean, it's just a whole lot of the same old shit. But people are starting to fight back because they're seeing the overreach. Because it's getting crazy, And then here, there's cities vote to take legal action against their governors after the lockdown. You got governors deciding what is and what isn't essential, and you can keep your store open, but only for the essential things, and you got to block off. Like in Michigan, not allowed to buy seeds, like to grow your own food. That's not allowed. We need permission to buy lumber or some shit like that. Well, what if fucking, your kids are jumping around and they fucking bust a hole in the floor? Now the governor has decided that, it's not essential for you to have lumber and tools and shit like that to be able to fix something that breaks in your house. What the fuck do they think they are? I mean, yeah, you got to kind of balance the whole public safety thing, but use some common sense. I mean, they don't even have the right to lock us down. To close churches, say you can't, gather for your religious purposes. You can't, worship. It's the First Amendment in the fucking Constitution. Freedom of religion, the right to assemble. They're saying that protests aren't essential right now. That you don't have a right to protest. You do. It's like it's the first one. The very first fucking one. Ugh. And then you got stupid shit. I shouldn't be laughing because this person did lose their life, but it was because they were fucking dumb. And I don't have a whole lot of sympathy or empathy for rampant stupidity that gets you killed. If you're doing some dumb shit and you die doing it, I think that's kind of natural selection. It's I think it was in Turkey. My buddy sent me Smitty. Hi, Smitty. Sent me this article about this hiker celebrating the end of the virus lockdown where she's at. by climbing over a safety railing at the edge of a cliff to go pose for a picture to put on Instagram, I'm sure. And she fell. So she climbs over the safety railing, which is there to keep you from falling, to go out to the edge of the fucking cliff. You know, you frame it properly, you know, you raise, you change the fucking, whatever the, you know, your camera angle. You could be leaning against the railing and just, you know, just take the picture from slightly above the railing, so that's not in the shot. And it stops you from falling off the cliff to your death. She fucking died to take a picture. That's fucking dumb. They say you can't fix stupid, and this is gonna sound insensitive, but I never claimed to be a fucking sensitive person, and I have a very dark sense of humor, and I'm okay with that. So there's an old saying that you can't fix stupid. A lot of comedians, do it, try it with duct tape, or they give you, here's your sign. What's his name? Bill something Engvall. I'm probably mispronouncing his fucking name. Hands out signs, here's your sign. You're being dumb. Here's your sign. They say you can't fix stupid, but in this case, apparently you can by pushing it off a cliff. Because your stupidity is permanently fixed. It is no more. And again, I'm sure that sounds insensitive, and I feel for the family and for their loss. But you did it to yourself. You're a fucking idiot. And it's probably good that your DNA is no longer in the gene pool. Because we have plenty of stupid people. We don't need more. What else? Oh, this one. I mean, what the flying fuck? Why is this news? Why are you telling me this? I don't even know who the fuck this is. Emily Ratajkowski, Ratajkowski. Anyway, no clue who the fuck that is. Don't know why I should give a shit. But apparently, it's big news that she poses in the thong bikini as she models her swimwear line's new collection. That is apparently vital information for me to know, along with the Hubble Space Telescope capturing a remarkable event, and South Carolina Island gets a coronavirus relief loan and then returns it after backlash. A lot of people trying to, gaming the system, trying to give me some of that free money. It's not free money, it's my fucking money. It's your fucking money. These are your tax dollars that they're handing out. It ain't fucking free. Alright? You paid for that shit. I paid for that shit. We all paid for that shit. Yet these fucking private schools, Harvard, got millions of fucking dollars in, relief. They got like $40 billion in their endowment. They don't fucking need any goddamn relief money. These fucking politicians playing their little fuck games to give me. Congress fucking, before they'd passed that initial like $2 trillion fucking aid package, they wanted money for the fucking Kennedy Center. For the fucking Kennedy Center. And they also fucking got money for themselves. They fucking, in our relief package, we want raises for us because we do such a great fucking job. We need term limits on these assholes. These fucking career politicians. That's not the way it was supposed to fucking be. After, God damn it, I'm blanking on fucking names today. World War II, Franklin Roosevelt died in his third term towards the end of fucking World War II. And after that, we got the amendment limiting the president to serve only 2 terms. Because they said that's too much power for one person to have for too long. But we got Pelosi, Biden, and all these other knuckleheads that have been in fucking, in Congress and in politics since the fucking 70s. Why don't they have fucking term limits? And how the fuck are they even allowed to keep voting themselves raises? How is that a thing? I mean, fuck, I'd love to vote myself a raise. I'd like to vote myself no taxes. I don't see why Congress gets to do it. I'm not allowed to. We hire them. And then they fucking vote for us to give them more money. And we don't have a fucking say in that shit. Which I think is bullshit. Anyway, enough of that. I closed that shit out. Time for a story. Y'all fuckers ready for a story? A while back, I had Smitty. I had sent him a picture, which I saw again when he sent me the article about the idiot hiker. Which again, very sad. Very sad. But I don't care because they were dumb. It's always sad when someone loses their life, but if it's because you were an idiot doing something fucking stupid, again, I find it hard to garner a whole lot of sympathy. And if it comes across as cold and uncaring, I don't give a shit. About either thing, really. Yeah, it's sad, but it's stupid. So, there you have it. Anyway, I had sent him this picture. One of the guys I went to junior high and high school with posted a picture on Facebook of this evening's beverage, and it was It was a bottle of Blind Pig Ale. Blind Pig. And I saw that, and I'm sure it was, you like what you like. I got no problem with that, but I couldn't help but fucking laugh. I was in the Marine Corps. We were at the Marine Corps base, 29 Palms. It's north of Palm Springs, an hour north. Palm Springs, I think, or sort of northeast. Middle of fucking nowhere. Anyone and everyone that's ever been there, we'll call it 29 Stumps. So we're out at 29 Palms for CAX, which is a combined arms exercise. You get the air wing, the ground pounders, armor, artillery, everybody. All the different cogs in the big Marine machine are there for, war games, integration. Make sure everyone works well with everyone else to complete the mission at hand. And something, it can be fun. It's usually 2 weeks unless you're on an ECAX, which is an extended combined arm exercise, and you could be out there for a month living in an A-frame or a tent, depending. Middle of the fucking desert. It's high desert, so it would get cold at night. Warm during the day. Sometimes really warm during the fucking day. It's the desert, Anyway, we get to the end. Get to the end of CAX, right? Everyone's got all their shit packed up. Supposed to assemble in a certain area with all your gear stacked, ready for the buses at 0800 to fucking drive us, God, like 7 hours back to Yuma. So we're there, got all our shit stacked up at 8 a.m. waiting on the buses. Like 11 a.m. Noon rolls around. No fucking buses. The guy who was supposed to call the buses and tell them when they're supposed to be there, he forgot to call the buses. There were no bus. No fucking bus. And all the support areas, the kitchen, mess hall, all that shit was closed down because it was done. We're done. You guys can go back to your regular, the actual base mess hall. So no food. They closed the little 7-day store, which is where you go to get snacks, because it was done. Everyone left, except us. We're still sitting around in the fucking sand and dirt and shit, waiting on fucking buses that hadn't been called yet. Oh, it was the perfect military hurry up and wait. Be here at 0800. Oh, around 11, somewhere between 11 and noon, we'll figure out they're not coming because we didn't call them. But we'll call them now. Just wait longer, because they're coming from Yuma. They'll be here in about 7 hours. 7 or 8 hours. Now, they did open the, what the fuck was it? The E Club? Nah, I don't remember. It was the bar, basically. Usually just, serves beer. And some, some bar food, shit like that. So, we got, I don't know, 150 Marines bored out of their fucking skull because they'd already been waiting for like 5 or 6 hours, and they got another 5 or 6 hours more to wait. Now the officers, they all pulled together and they bought a keg of beer for all us lowly enlisted. As kind of a, hey, sorry things are fucked up, which is very nice. It was, you take care of your troops. The two, what was it? The two primary goals of leadership are: 1, mission accomplishment; 2, troop welfare. Well, at the time, the mission was to wait for the bus. We accomplished that. We're all sitting around waiting for the fucking buses. All the gear staged. Stacks and stacks of fucking sea bags. There's guys passed out on the fucking pile, using them as mattresses and shit like that. Guys just sleeping on the ground everywhere. One thing you learn in the fucking military is how to fuck to sleep on a rock at a moment's notice. Because who knows when you're going to have a chance to sleep again. So they got a keg of beer, right, for the 100 bored Marines sitting around waiting for a bus. And it just happened to be Blind Pig. They bought a keg of Blind Pig. Now, I don't know if it had been sitting around and it just went bad. I don't know. I'm not much of a beer drinker, so I don't know if it goes bad in a keg. I don't know. I don't have that information. So, the officers bought a keg of beer for the enlisted. And it was Blind Pig. And, if you remember in my insane ramblings, a guy I went to school with and posted a picture saying, "Oh, here's my tasty beverage for the night. It's Blind Pig Ale." And I was like, holy fuck. It was so bad. So bad that 100 bored fucking Marines wouldn't drink it. Yeah. Bored Marines who, let's be honest, are not exactly known for being picky when it comes to, free alcohol, wouldn't drink the free beer. That's how bad it was. And I could not stop laughing at this poor bastard who posted, "Ooh, here's my awesome beverage for tonight." It's like, dude, you couldn't get bored Marines to drink that shit. when it was free. Fucking free. It's like drink as much as you want, get fucking hammered, you can sleep on the fucking 7-hour bus ride home. Here you go, Marines. Here's free beer. No thanks. That shit's gross. Bored Marines wouldn't drink free beer because it was so bad. It was just gross. And again, I don't know if if a keg can go bad, or if it was just a bad batch, or what the fuck was going on. But bored Marines wouldn't drink this shit. And here's this guy saying, "Here's my fancy beverage. Look what I'm drinking tonight. It's my blind pig ale." Dude, bored Marines wouldn't fucking drink it when it was free. I don't know how much you paid for that shit, but unless they paid you to take it, in my opinion, you got ripped off. I'm probably not supposed to show you the label on my water bottle or something. I don't have any sponsors. I don't sponsor anything. I'm just some fucking whack job with too much free time because he's old and crippled, gets bored, and I do this shit to entertain myself. I also have toy. That's my four-legged stompy stomper. It's just my son called it when he was little. The Legos, those are the boys. He's into Legos. I got my nerdy Star Wars shit in here. Yeah, I grew up on Star Wars. That was some cool shit. Millennium Falcon, coolest fucking spaceship ever in a movie, in my opinion. And that's all this is. All of these, it's my fucking opinion. And I'm entitled. And I don't really care what anyone else thinks of it. Except you fuckers. You guys are awesome. Because you listen to my insane rantings. And for some reason, I slowly, but surely, I mean, fuck, I'm up to 23 subscribers right now, which is weird to me. You know, the funniest thing is that my kid isn't one of them. Little shit. Won't even subscribe to his own father's fucking channel. Because he has to hear this shit all the fucking time. Especially if the TV's on or we're watching a movie. Like, dude, if you're gonna, I know you're gonna have your crazy, insane little rantings, but at least pause the film so I don't miss shit. And we'll rewind. I'll rewind, and to point out the ridiculousness. And oftentimes he'll agree. He'll spot the same kind of shit that I do. I'm training him well. Which, I don't know, for some of you may sound like a scary thing, because now there's more of me. A shorter one who's a lot younger. Yes, my legacy will live on. That's why you have kids. Well, that and to, I don't know, do chores around the house. Except mine doesn't. Old turd. He's lazy. I love him. But he revels in his laziness at times. He does remind me a lot of being in the Corps. Because we kind of had a policy, at least in our shop, you can bitch all you want as long as you're walking out the door with the toolbox to go fix the fucking plane. I used to quit. I would quit on an almost daily basis. But I'd be on my way out the door with the toolbox. I'd be like, fuck this shit, I quit. Like, yeah, whatever. Go fix the fucking jet. I still quit. Actually, when I got out, I went and, because, you can't quit. You signed a contract, you're there till it's done. And, but I really, there's times when you want to, at least for an hour. And, we would call that lunchtime. A lot of times I would quit right at lunchtime. Say, you know what, fuck this shit, I'm out of here, I quit. Like, good, go get some chow, be back in an hour. It's like, you'd go get chow and you'd be back in an hour, So don't think I was dissatisfied. But like any job, there's a lot of bullshit. There's upsides and there's downsides. And sometimes the downsides get a little more irritating and you quit. Fuck this, I quit. Done. It's like, great. Enjoy your lunch. See you in an hour. Or a half an hour, whatever the fuck, however long you got for lunch on that particular day. It's usually an hour. So, after I got out, I went and I got a job at McDonald's, and quit during the orientation. Had me a shirt, and said, "Here's where this is. Here's where that is." I said, "I don't like where that is. Fuck this." I quit and walked out. And I could do that. I could fucking quit. They're like, what just happened? Said, I quit. Fuck you. I'm out of here. And didn't go back. It was a glorious feeling after, not being allowed to quit. To be able to quit something. Fuck this. I quit. And not had them, send the cops after you to drag you back. Because they can't. Military, they can. Because you're absent without leave, you're a deserter, and all that kind of shit. You do your job. But, what the fuck McDonald's gonna do? Charge me an extra 10 cents for a fucking hamburger next time I go there? I just won't go to that McDonald's. I'll go to a different one that I didn't quit. Swallow my own spit. That's always fun. Sorry about that. I don't have the thing that shall not be named. Mainly because, it turns out that my normal lifestyle is basically called quarantine. The only thing that the boy misses is being able to go to the movies. He likes going to the movie theater. Getting some popcorn, some candy, and sitting in a dark room, watching a movie. He misses that part. I miss it a lot as well. But goddamn, it saved me a bunch of fucking money. I actually had, money left over at the end of the month. How cool is that? I was happy. This is getting long. I'm rambling a lot. That's all right. I'll stop now, and I'll see you fuckers next time. Boop.